Hey, my friends, this is Ayesha, Youngspapercreations. Before we get started, I want to thank you guys for supporting me. You've been amazing checking out my videos. Keep up the work, guys. I thank you so much. Please continue to share so others can subscribe and continue to inquire about my journals. I thank you so much. Also, what else? Something else I was gonna say and it slipped my mind. But yes, please continue to check out the videos. Comment, guys. I'm looking for you, like your feedbacks and such. Don't be shy. If for some reason, when there are no comments, you feel like that question that people that's asked on the internet when it says, "Are you a robot?" So no, I'm definitely not a robot. I would love to be able to answer any questions you have or just to say hello. So you've been seeing my journals, and I have to tell you that I'm always seeking out so that my customers have the best and the most amazing pages, because all of my items are um, the actual copy. They're all original copies. There are no digitals or anything like that. So I'm always all over the place looking to find unique items. So I've got 50 plus pieces here, about 60 something, but let's just say 50 plus pieces of different papers here that you can make at least 4 journals with. I've got some fabrics here to go along with it. This would make an amazing bundle. All the information will be below. You want to find out more about it, check out my video. Um, Amazing package of all the papers you'll need for at least 4 journals. Amazing little bundle here of fabrics that will carry you for a long time. And let's get started. So we'll leave this lovely bundle for last. And we're gonna leave this little package for last. So I think I've got 2 of these, but right now I have this one here, and this is a vintage ledger sheet original. I think in one of my videos I showed you guys where I actually got 2 copies of this, and it is stacked up right now. I can't even reach it. I'm trying to reach it so I can show you. So I found this at the we call it the Value Village for $3.99, guys. $3.99. I saw one and then I couldn't believe it, and I grabbed it, and then I saw another one and I said, "Oh my goodness." And you don't want to know how quickly it went into my cart. But I suspect that if you are a journaler or having anything to do with paper, you know what it's like when you see something that you can't believe it. You just grab it quickly, right? In unbelief. So I have 2 of these for you. This is the first one here. This is a vintage, what do you call it? Index. I think it's called index. Yeah, ruled index card, and I've not seen big ones like this anywhere else just knocking about. This is a vintage one. um the size of the regular ones is like a little less than like half. It's not even fully half, it's much smaller. So this is the regular modern one. This is the vintage one. I've got 2 wallpaper sample sheets. I I thought the blue with the gold would be amazing, and this one here is the blue with the silver because everyone loves blue. So having this in a journal, even right now looking at this and vintage stuff with blue, even just a hint of blue, awesome. Now this one here is not as vintage as the others, but of course anything floral is a must. This here is somewhere in the 1970 something. I don't keep all the pages, but I know from when I got them. This one here is about around the same, or 60s. This is a children's book. This here is a card with this little guy going through the garbage bin. He looks so cute. This is, at the bottom here it says 1935, the photo for this person here. But I think this was the 70s, that this was, or maybe older, but anyways, it's old. This one here is a very old math book. I showed you guys in a video. Again, you guys got to go back and check out my videos, my old videos, especially if you're new to me, okay? So this here is somewhere in the 70s or 60s. Some of these things are older than what I'm saying, but I know it's old, and I couldn't believe it. I just love all the numbers in my journals. I'm really in love with this. This is not as old. It's somewhere from the early 90s, but and I forgot the name of the book. But yeah, I don't have it next to me, but I love it. Here is a Grandin Toy. For those of you who can remember Grandin Toy Store, it's no longer around. This is just those copy sheets, the memo copy sheets. So, and with this one, you'll get, here I have two. I have the pink and the white. Pink and yellow. Sorry, the white is not there. These are what do you call it? These are not the original, from the original book. These are, what do you call it? What's the word? Anyways, this book was republished, so it's not from the original, but it's still old. This is from the 70s. It's a sewing book. I gave you one of my favorite sheets, actually, Ruffles. Another, I really like this. I thought one of you would enjoy this. Love. I've been seeking out to find the best floral books. They're not easily found. This is a child's book page. Thought that was cute. This is very, very vintage. I'm not remembering the year, but it's very, very vintage, and basically it is just showcasing what took place in the major year. So for example, here, for this page, we're looking at 1911, and it's got all the stories of what took place at that time. And this one is 1912, and so the book goes. This is a magazine page, movie stars. Here is a kid's, I think this one is from the 80s or 70s. Could be between 60s to early 80s, but it's just a children's dictionary. This one is a little bit older than the 70s, and it's like a trivia book with varied knowledge, things to know. I got this from, this is very old. I got this from a vintage book and paper show. I look forward to those every year. There's 2 a year in Toronto. So I try to find all the varied floral books that I can get my hands on. And there are quite a few out there, but not unique enough that I pick them up. So I don't have that many because I want the best to put in my journals. This is a stamp from a stamp book. I can't tell you how old this is, but all of my things are vintage or nearly vintage or antique. All of them. And you probably know them more than I, if you've ever come across. This one here is a Norman Rockwell's photo. This is Dr. Zeus. This is our beloved Edith Holden. Thought I'd give you a nice middle page. December, November, and December. And of course that's coming up. That would be great in someone's center page, right? Edith Holden. Here we have what they call a book plate. This would be nice for the front of a journal. And one of the things I best like about these type of pages is that they give you all this extra writing spot around. So I always look to get books with all of these free spaces. This is a vintage Chinese notebook. I was happy when I found quite a few of these, like 7 or so. They were thin, but still. Here is a vintage gardening book page. Even the color of it tells you. So I wouldn't have the exact year, but again, vintage or well, not antique. I think that one is vintage. This is a not so old 2000, early 2000. My daughter I'd gotten that from my daughter at some point. She was born in 2008. So, and this is somewhere around there. 2000, maybe a little bit after that, but either way, this wasn't a brand new book, so I know it's old enough. Probably 20 years old. Thought this would be nice in a journal. Another vintage children's dictionary. Love finding those. It says class, a group. Class is a group of children that learn the same things together in a class. A classroom is a place where a class works with the teacher. Interesting. This is, again, a very old music sheet. Oh, isn't this pretty? I didn't even notice this. I really like that. I don't know if you can make out that. That's really nice. And I thought I'd share my Harper's Bazaar magazine with you guys. Reproduction, that's what it is. This one is a New York Saturday, January 15th, 1870. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look how the ladies dressed. I don't know, like, it could be so warm in the summer. And if this is what those ladies would wear, even if it's January, that's a lot of clothes. Lots of clothing for a person to wear. Now, these precious memories photos, I love, 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 love. But most of all, happiness is, or playing a big rung drum. Happiness is playing a big rung drum. Dictionary sheets, love dictionary sheets. Here I found, oh wow, I give you 2 full pages. Look at that. This is a medical dictionary, and it's quite old. And again, I showed that in one of my videos recently. This is the 20th edition, the American Illustrated Medical Dictionary, and I paid $10 for it. It is so fragile. The last print was 1946. Yep. The last print was 1946. It's so thick. Okay, so I'm gonna put that here for you. Here is a very old Winnie the Pooh set of pages, double pages. I actually found this the same day I found the medical dictionary. It's quite old, the copy. I know there's some recent one, obviously, but this is an old copy. And I have that knocking about. I have that here. And this one, sometimes they don't give you the dates, or they give the Roman numerals, which I wouldn't be able to read if... Oh, this one is 1957 copy. See? So, there you go. So, like I said, many of them are vintage, and then the gentle vintage one. Here's another older one. Wow, we're in 15 minutes, guys. And I have laundry to pick up. Wow. All right. I don't want to rush, but I hope I don't fall into rushing where you can't see. So that was another Chinese page. This one is a stamped, a smaller version. I had shown you a larger one. This one is much older. Here we have stamps from 1890, 1912. Yeah, these are much older. Another much older floral book. Here is some magazine sheets. I've given you 1, 2, 3 magazine sheets. I give you 3 because, you know, you may or may not care for the food on this side, and then there's this girl, and you may or may not care about the food here, but then you have this, and then this. So it's almost like 3 for 1. If you don't want it, then, you know, at least you have 3. And here I've got you 2 of the 1889 what do you call it, ledger sheets. And this one was yay thick with 1,000 pages. That one I got from the Vintage Book and Paper fair for $50, and the guy was asking $75. I thought my $50 was a steal at the time because the book was so beautiful. So these are 2 precious sheets that could be even torn in half or pieces and used. I don't even want to fold it, but I know I will have to. And in here I just have some cards. Winnie the Pooh is one of my favorite dolls. I would share that. These are 2 with people on horseback. I've got 2 of these shipping cards. I've got 2 very, very small envelopes. I think that's so cute because these can layer all over on anything. Then I've got this small red one that's almost double the size of the little white ones. Here you can see that. And then I've got these 2 larger ones, and I thought they would be great if you want to make a slimline envelope journal. That would be so awesome, right? So I thought you'd like that. And of course your fabrics. So again, you need to look below to find out the pricing, how you can get a hold of me. I only have 1 bundle of these papers right now. If I see that there's a good enough interest, I will put some more on and have them out to you. So with the papers, I've got these pieces of fabrics. They're all Indian fabrics. I was fortunate to meet someone who actually is from India, and her clients are primarily from her culture. And so I was blessed with some of her fabrics. And I tell you, they last such a long time because all you need for your journals are little snippets of, beauties at the sides and all over, and they last for quite a while. So, with the paper that you'll be getting plus the fabrics, wow, great purchase should you be interested. So, I'm gonna take the first person that responds to this. Send me all of your pertinent information. First come, first serve, and your package will be in the mail. I love it if you can show me your journal when you're finished so I can see what you've created with this lovely bundle that you would be getting, because I know the papers are beautiful, but along with the fabrics, it will be even more beautiful. So this is Ayesha at Youngspapercreations. I am gonna get these things all packaged and ready for someone who will be the first to contact me. And I have to pack these all up. But I'm excited, so excited, because these ledger papers and the fabrics, great work ahead of you guys. I'm so excited. So again, this is Ayesha at Youngspapercreations. I thank you for spending the time going through these fabulous papers. We live in a world of papers, right? It's so fabulous. So if someone is now starting out or can get to, all of these unique papers all in one place, all of this paper stash that I have can get for you at least 4 journals, and the material, the fabrics could last you just as long or more. So I thank you. This is Ayesha, Youngspapercreations. All the information will be listed below. I want to thank you so much. Take care. Blessings, guys. Bye bye.